Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya, if you're new. And today I'm going to be doing my completed coloring pages for January 2024. So the first page is in Dream Coloring for Kids. I have a flip through of this book on my channel. It's beautiful paper, beautiful book. And I did this month the festive Santa Claus page. I obviously started this in December, so finally I finished it up, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, this book is fun, and I know it's a little busy for some people, but you just do one element at one element at a time. So let me pull out a little. There we go. So that is my first page, and there's a lot of metallic elements, some stickles and stuff like that. Gel pens. The next book is Bridgerton, the official coloring book by Wonderland, aired on Netflix, and the wonderful illustrator's name is, I think it's in the back, Jackie Oakley. Right here, actually, I always try to find it and it's hard. Okay, there we go. Jackie Oakley, and she's amazing. So I did this page right here, and I started it with Brutus pencils. When I was away, that's what I took. I did use a little bit of Inktense paint on the trees here. And unfortunately, I used some watercolor before I pulled out the Inktense paint. I used some watercolor and it did bleed through. So watercolor is not, like water mediums is not ideal in this paper. It just soaks it up. So it's not the best paper for water mediums, but it is a pretty thick paper. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and I really love the artwork in this book. So I have a couple of other whips going. The next page that I did is this page right here. And I guess it could be a double page spread, and I do want to do this, but I think I'm going to use different colors. So I just did this side for this month. And I used acrylic brush markers in the background. And I used Inktense paint a little bit, not Inktense paint, Inktense pencils a little bit, some watercolors, Prismacolors, gel pens, and some watercolor pencils. So yeah, like I said, water medium is not the best. You can make it work, but you really need to use barely any water. So it's not the best, but I did use it here. So, but yeah, I like how it came out. It inspired me to like make it like a little funky. So I like how that one came out. And I do have a couple of whips. I really love this book. And I do have a flip through of this book on my channel if you want to check it out. I'll link it below. The next page is in Romantic Country, the third tale. And I love this book. This is going to be my third page in here. And I did this double page spread, the winter scene. I started it probably 3 months ago. I did the background and a little bit of the trees, and I just kind of did a little bit each month. So I love how it came out. And I did use some watercolor pencils. This book is it's a Japanese version. The paper is perfect for water medium. So watercolors, watercolor pencils, Inktense, Neocolors. It's perfect for watercolor pencils, I would say. This book, if you have watercolor pencils, get this book because it works beautifully on this paper. So that's what I use mostly is watercolor pencils. And I did use a little pan pastel for the background, and I fixed it with my satin glazing liquid. And yeah, so that is that page. The next book is Moon Valley by Maria Troll. And this is a page that I have a color with me. like a speed coloring with a voiceover. So I will link that in my, if you haven't seen it. So I did this page, and I used a color cube, my first time using a palette from the color cube. So yeah, I really like how it came out. I love the colors. And the background and this hill is all oil pastel. And I added a Prismacolor in between wherever the oil pastel couldn't get in. And then I fixed the entire oil pastel background with this. And the rest is just Prismacolor. A little bit of gel pen and a little bit of metallic watercolor. But yeah, I love how that one came out. So that is my page in Moon Valley. And I will link my color along in the description box below. The next book is The Time Garden. And I recently got this book. Let's see, where's my page? So I did my first page in here, and I just chose a very easy wallpaper page because, and I wanted to use, let me get it out. The background, I really felt like using this color. It's like a yellowy orange color. This is the Inktense Paint Pan Studio set. So these are not watercolors. They are very, very different. They're kind of like, they're opaque and they leave like a plasticky finish. So you can't really color on top with pencil, but they're very nice and opaque. So I love how they look. They kind of look like acrylic. So I use that in the entire background. And then all the flowers are watercolor pencils and Inktense pencils and some white paint pen and gel pen to cover some of the lines. So yeah, I love how that one came out. That was very relaxing and fun. So I look forward to doing more in this book. Really love this illustrator, Daria Song. The next book is Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. And this is a buddy color. I didn't have a chance to tell you guys in my last coloring update, but our group buddy color hosted by Doodle Robot, it was previously this book, Just Add Color, Mid-Century Modern Animals. And we did quite a few pages in here. Now, this was the last page that was the buddy color, but I started it and I didn't finish it just because I kind of lost my mojo. I just wasn't really feeling the page. I mean, I'll finish it, but yeah, I just wasn't really into it. So I kind of was a little bit over this book. I didn't want to do any more in here. So, but actually what happened is that Doodle Robot actually decided she kind of was sick of that too. And we were going to change it to another book that we all have. So now it's going to be, I think, Daydreams. We did do a page this month. I don't know if next month will be a different book or this, we're going to keep it this book. So we'll see. But for this month, it was Daydreams. And the page that we voted on was the cat page, which everyone loves. This is one of the best pages in the book, in my opinion. So, but yeah, this is my page. I love how it came out. I used watercolor in the background and Inktense for the cat. Watercolor pencils for a lot of it. Some Prismacolor. I did use Prismacolor on the purple mushrooms and these leaves. So a little bit of a mix of everything. But yeah, I love how it came out. So yeah, that was a buddy color in Daydreams. Thank you so much, ladies, for the buddy color. It was a lot of fun. The next book is Fantastic Collections by the wonderful, wonderful Steve McDonald. One of my favorite artists. And so this is my first completed page in here. I do have a whip, the Sunnies. Where is it? But I haven't finished it yet. But this was a buddy color with the wonderful, wonderful Jeannie from Bo Beanie Creates. I will link her channel below. She's a wonderful colorist, wonderful person, and a great friend. So we decided to do a buddy color. She has this book. And I was telling her that I really wanted to do the lanterns for like the Chinese New Year in January. I thought it would be fitting. And I don't have any Chinese New Year like coloring pages in any of my books. So if anybody knows of any, maybe I missed it, but let me know because I would love to color like a Chinese New Year page. So I based this with Inktense pencils, and then I went on top with my new Koh-i-Noor Polycolor pencils, which I am loving right now and testing them out, working with them a lot. So that's what I did here. I did use a little bit of Calero, obviously. Watercolor, I couldn't resist with the gold. It's perfect. And the background is watercolor. And I did a little bit of stars with a white paint pen. So I am going to insert, Jeannie's picture is so wonderful. I just saw it. It's beautiful. I'm going to insert it right here. And so thank you so much, Jeannie. I had a wonderful time buddy coloring with you, and I look forward to more buddy colors in the future. So that was fantastic. The next book is Botanicum. And this was a page that came colored in because I bought this book secondhand. I found it at a really good price. So it only had a little bit of coloring, but this was one of the pages that had coloring on it. So I erased whatever I could and I covered it. So the background is actually oil pastel and Prismacolor fixed with satin glazing liquid. And the bird, I covered up the scribbles with metallic watercolors. And the rest is just Prismacolor and a little bit of gel pens. I did put stickles on the bees. So that one was a fun page. And then, get that out of here. The other page that I did in here was this one. I started it in November over, actually, no, did I start it? No. Over the Christmas break when I was visiting my parents, I started it. And so it's mostly Brutfuner squares, a little Prisma color, some Inktense pencils in the background, and I did put some glitterific just to give it a little bit something extra. So yeah, I like how that one came out too. Okay, the next book is A Million Llamas by Lulu Mayo. And this is a whip that I started a long time ago, finally finished it up. Here it is, the terrariums page. So it's so cute. I did use gold for the outline of the terrariums, metallic watercolors. And then there's pretty much just Prismacolor and gel pen inside. The background I based with Crayola Super Tips, and then I put a Color Shift pastel acrylic paint on top. So I really like how that came out in A Million Llamas. The next book is Disney Tsum Tsum, Art of Coloring. And I haven't touched this book in like a year. I did a page last year in the fall. So finally I pulled it out, and it's great for like stress relieving coloring because it kind of looks like this, you know. So I did 2 pages this month. I did this page, which is, I used an acrylic marker, acrylic brush marker in the background and gel pens and some other acrylic paint pens. And then the characters I did with pencil. I think it was my Polycolors. And so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Now this paper is a little thin, so I have to be careful. See, even with the gel pen. Was it gel pen? Yeah, it bleeds. Some water-based markers bleed here, so unfortunately, it's not the best paper. This is the page I did last year in November, and when I used my Crayola Super Tips, it kind of ghosts. You can see. So, but that's the page I did last year. But then the other page I did this month is this one, and it was a lot of fun. I used glitter gel pen in between here, like if you could see the blue in the background. And then I used one of my Ohuhu paint markers to do the green. I love this green color. And the rest is just acrylic brush pen marker for all the letters. And then the characters are, again, with pencil. So I like the mix of like how it looks. So these are a lot of fun for just relaxation. And it's kind of been a stressful, because of my move, I think I'm a little more stressed out. So it's perfect coloring for a little stress relief. The next book is Winter Wonderland by Flora Waycott. And let's see my page in here. Here it is. I did the sweater for the winter sweater or Christmas sweater. I'm not sure what it is. I originally planned to make it blue, but it ended up being aqua, and I think it matches the brown background really nicely. I fixed this a long time ago, maybe like 2 years ago, with satin glazing liquid. So finally I used watercolor on it. And so it's watercolor, some acrylic paint pens, and the Koh-i-Noor Polycolor works great on top of satin glazing liquid. All the hard pencils work so nicely on top of a thin layer of this, because it really it gives the paper enough texture that the hard pencil just gives so much pigment, just kind of rubs off. It's beautiful. So yeah, I use the Polycolor for the pencil bits there, and a little bit of Calero watercolor. So love how that one came out. That's Winter Wonderland. I know a lot of you guys got that book. The next one is The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen, and I am loving this book so much. And I started this whip in December, and I finally finished it. It's the candy, or I don't know if it's a candy or one of those poppers that you pop and then confetti goes everywhere. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, either a candy or one of those confetti poppers. I used a stencil in the background, and then I put acrylic in the green parts. The dark green is acrylic brush pen marker, and the stencil is with Distress Oxide, and then I put glitterific on top. My green glitterific. Let me see if I can find it. This one. It's beautiful. I love the green. Folk art. So yeah, I love that. And then I used Calero and some acrylic paint markers and gel pens. So that is my page in there. The next book is My Little Pony, A Retro Coloring Adventure. I have a flip through of this book on my channel as well. I will link it below. And I did this page. And the entire background is acrylic brush pen marker with a little bit of glitter on top, if you could see. And I did use my one of my glitterifics on the black here. And the rest is either watercolor or Prismacolor. So that is what I used there. Yeah, and I do have another whip in here, so hopefully I'll finish that soon. But yeah, this book is really, really cute. Also great for stress relief. And my last book is The Wizard of Oz by Fabiana Attanasio. I think it's a Polish version. I don't remember what one of my viewers told me, but this was my buddy color with a Manja 88 maybe a year ago. And then I did this one, the Red Slippers. So this was just an easy, fun, relaxing page with, I used some of the super golden markers. I tried them out on that. Some Prismacolor, some, I don't know what this is, Neocolor 2 maybe? Some Calero and some Crayola Super Tips, because it's a double-sided book. And some pencils, so just a little bit of everything there. And that was really fun. I love this book too. So I wanted to mention something really, really special, and that is an artist that has contacted me on Instagram, Jack Brutus. I am going to leave his Instagram below. He is working in Japan, and he's an illustrator for different kind of things. He, a lot of times they use his artwork for playing cards and all kinds of really cool stuff. His artwork is amazing. I'm going to put in some some examples of his artwork. Okay, you guys, so this is Jack's Instagram page that I'm showing you right here. That's the campaign called Tales of Mischief. And he does a lot of playing cards in the campaign, other than the coloring book. So there's several parts to the campaign, but look at his beautiful like playing cards. And I love his art style so much. Look at the beautiful illustrations. Like, I don't know, to me, it's very Japanese and I love it. I love that style so much. And so I'm just showing you here like just examples of his artwork. But he is doing a Kickstarter campaign for a coloring book that he wants to create, which is going to be like a fold-out coloring book. And it looks like it's going to be amazing. I love his style, love the Japanese kind of aesthetic. So he has offered my viewers a couple of free printable coloring pages that you can print out and color. So I'm going to link Jack's beautiful artwork coloring pages that he has offered us in my description box below. I'll also link his Kickstarter campaign if you want to check it out and maybe purchase the book. From what I understand, if it doesn't work out, if he doesn't get funded enough, you get your money back. But this is a way to fund a publishing of a coloring book on much better paper than Amazon, from what I understand. So he has told me basically that there are 95 books left out of 100 to purchase. So even though his trading cards on the campaign, you'll see you can purchase like a trading cards of his that are gorgeous. And then there's like also a novel. But then if you look, it says Tales of Mischief is the name of the campaign to color. So, and it'll be the coloring book there. So it comes out to $32, including shipping anywhere in the world. So I think it's totally worth it. I love his artwork. This is a coloring book you're not going to want to miss, in my opinion. It really looks like it's going to be amazing. So hopefully I will get a chance to color more, and I will do another video of that. The campaign ends, I think, in mid-February. So if you are interested, go right away and check out the Kickstarter campaign and click on the coloring book. And then I also will leave the free coloring pages for you guys in the description. But yeah, it's a limited time. I was just busy and I didn't have time to like dedicate to make a video for this, but I am going to try and make another video of me coloring this and kind of doing another alert. So yeah, go check out his Instagram, check out his Kickstarter. I personally really love it. This is the style that I love a lot. So these are the photos of the prototype that Jack sent me today. And look how awesome that looks. It looks stunning. I literally cannot wait. And hopefully this campaign succeeds and he can get the right amount of money to do the printing. He wants to print like 250 books. But right now, the goal is to sell 100. And so far, only 5 coloring books have sold. So hopefully we can make it happen together. And these are 2 of the coloring pages. He graciously gave us 4 coloring pages to print out and color. And just to kind of give you an idea of what the coloring book will look like. So like sample pages. So I hope you enjoy those too. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video and check out my links in the description box. And I hope you have a wonderful coloring month. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.